Have you ever dreamt that you were flying? Perhaps you felt an indescribable freedom or a sense of power, but what does it really mean? Could it be that your spirit is trying to show you something greater? Today, we're going to reveal the real reason why the chosen ones experience these dreams. This video goes beyond superficial explanations. Here, you'll discover what the universe is telling you through these visions and how it can completely change your spiritual journey. Those who seek the heights find truth in the silence of the heights. This ancient wisdom echoes in your flight dreams, and it's not happening by chance. There is a call that you cannot ignore. So if you're ready to unravel this mystery and take the next step in your awakening, keep watching. The truth will be revealed, and it's deeper than you think. You know that indescribable feeling of freedom when you dream you're flying? It's not just an ordinary dream. Something inside you is awakening, and the universe has a message you need to hear. This kind of dream is deeper than it seems, especially for those who are on a spiritual journey. It calls you to something greater, something that you may have already felt but not yet fully understood. These dreams don't happen by chance. They arise when we are ready to receive an important message, when our spirit is seeking to connect with something beyond the physical. When you see yourself flying, your soul is trying to remind you of who you really are, someone capable of transcending the limitations of the material world. Perhaps you're at a point in life where things seem difficult, where there are barriers in front of you. And then, at night, your spirit shows you the opposite. It reminds you that you can, indeed, soar above it all. Flight in dreams is a powerful symbol of liberation. It makes us realize that even in the midst of difficulties, there is a part of us that is infinite, that is not bound by everyday limitations. This part is your true essence, the one that seeks expansion, lightness. When you dream that you are flying, you are connecting directly with this essence, the one that knows that you are capable of much more than you might imagine. Many chosen ones report that, at times of transition in their lives, these dreams become more present. They act as a sign from the universe, like a light pointing the way. And it's interesting to see how this experience seems so real, almost as if it were really happening. That's because, in a way, it is. Your soul is navigating more subtle spaces, breaking through barriers that your physical body can't cross. That's why these dreams of flight are so significant. They come to remind us that we are spiritual beings living a human experience and not the other way around. And when you start paying attention to these signs, you begin to realize that there is much more going on than meets the eye. Now that you feel this connection with flight, you might start to ask yourself, is this just a figment of my mind? Or is there something bigger behind this experience? So what does it really mean to dream that you're flying? Is it just a reflection of our imagination? Or is there a deeper truth hidden in these moments? Many believe that dreams are just a product of the mind, but for the chosen ones, flight goes far beyond a simple nocturnal reverie. It carries within it a symbol of spiritual elevation, freedom, and the expansion of consciousness. When you dream that you are flying, your soul is communicating something very important. It is showing you that you are capable of freeing yourself from the chains that hold you to the physical world, that there is a path to transcendence and elevation. This kind of dream is not just an escape from reality, but an experience of connection with a higher dimension, where the spirit is free to explore and expand. You are literally raising your vibration and getting in touch with aspects of your consciousness that are beyond what is visible in everyday life. Many people, when experiencing these dreams, ask themselves, does this mean something for my waking life? The answer is yes. Dreaming that you are flying is a clear sign that you are in a process of growth, of letting go of old patterns and expanding your own perception. It's a call to look beyond what seems to be a limitation and recognize that, spiritually, you have the power to go much further. These dreams are a reminder that you are on the right path, that your soul is searching for something greater, something that may not yet be fully understood, but which is already manifesting within you. It's interesting to note that the more connected we are with our spiritual journey, the more frequent and intense these dreams become. Flight symbolizes the freedom of the spirit, the ability to distance ourselves from everyday dramas and worldly concerns. It teaches us to see things from above, from a broader perspective, where problems seem smaller and solutions clearer. When you're flying in a dream, the world below seems distant, almost irrelevant, and that's exactly how we should view the challenges on our journey. They exist, but they don't have the power to hold us back. This experience of flying also shows us that spiritual elevation is not something unattainable. It is already happening within you. By experiencing these dreams, you are being invited to let go of limiting thoughts and embrace your true potential. The mind may try to tell you that it's just a dream, but the heart knows that it's more than that. It feels that this flight is a manifestation of what you can be and what you are becoming. And as you reflect on all this, a new question arises. Why just now is the universe sending you these signals? What is it trying to show you that you haven't fully seen yet? This search for answers leads you to a deeper understanding of what is going on inside, a process of liberation that begins from the inside out. When you dream that you're flying, what do you feel? Perhaps a sense of relief, a lightness, a feeling that you are finally free of everything that holds you back. These dreams don't come about by chance. They are a direct message from the universe, showing you that something inside you is ready to be set free. But what are you freeing yourself from? And why does this dream come up at exactly this moment in your life? Flying in dreams is a powerful way of representing detachment. When we are stuck in situations that limit us, whether emotionally, mentally, or spiritually, the universe finds ways to send us signals that we are ready to let go of these ties. The act of flying symbolizes this breaking away. You are being called to leave behind the worries, fears, and blockages that have been weighing on your shoulders. Sometimes, without realizing it, we get used to these burdens and carry them around for so long that we forget what it's like to live without them. And then, during sleep, you experience the sensation of floating above it all. But what is the universe trying to tell you with this feeling of freedom? It's reminding you that you have the power to choose what to carry and what to let go of. Flying is a clear representation that the choice to be free is in your hands. Perhaps it's a relationship, a work situation, or even an old idea that no longer makes sense in your life. These dreams come to show that, just like in the dream, you can rise up and see everything from above, seeing that what seemed insurmountable is actually just part of a bigger picture, something that can be left behind. It's also important to understand that this liberation doesn't always mean an immediate external change. Sometimes what needs to be transformed is inside you. The dream of flying may be inviting you to let go of internal fears, limiting beliefs, or old traumas that are still holding you back. When you're in the air, everything seems distant, smaller, and that's what the universe wants you to see. It is showing you that you have the ability to free yourself from these patterns that no longer serve you, and that this freedom starts from the inside out. Another interesting aspect of these dreams is that they are effortless. You don't have to flap your wings or make an effort to stay in the air. You just flow, as if it were natural. And that's the big lesson. Liberation isn't something forced. It happens when you allow yourself to flow with the universe, when you stop resisting and start trusting that there is a greater force guiding you. Just as in a dream, in your waking life you don't need to control every detail or have all the answers. Flight happens when you let go of control and allow things to unfold naturally. This process of liberation brings with it a lightness that we often forget to seek. As you free yourself from your bonds, you begin to realize that true freedom is not just in the outside world, but within you. And this lightness, this inner freedom, is the first step towards an even deeper transformation. It prepares you for the next stage of your spiritual journey, where you will face new challenges, but with the confidence that you can fly above any obstacle. And when we finally free ourselves from what holds us back, a new phase emerges, overcoming the fears that, for so long, made us believe that flying was impossible. Dreaming that you are flying can be one of the most liberating experiences, but it can also bring up some of the deepest fears we carry. How many times, even in a dream, have you felt that fear of falling? Or perhaps the doubt about your own ability to stay in the air? These feelings are not accidental. They reveal something important about what is going on inside you and about the challenges you need to face in order to achieve true transformation. Flying in dreams is not just a symbol of freedom, it's also a sign of courage. To fly, you have to overcome the fear of failure, the fear of getting hurt or of losing control. And these fears often reflect the emotional and mental barriers we face in our waking life. The fear of making bold decisions, of taking a new path, of leaving behind something that no longer fits. All of this is represented in that moment when you hesitate, high up in the air, wondering if you can really trust your wings. And therein lies one of the most powerful lessons of these dreams. Flying is an invitation to trust in yourself, to believe that you have the strength within you to overcome any blockage that comes your way. Fear is natural. We all feel it at some point. But the dream shows you that, just as you don't have to fight to stay in the air, in life you can also find balance without forcing yourself to control everything. The key is to trust the process, to allow the transformation to happen fluidly. Overcoming these fears, however, doesn't mean ignoring them or pretending they don't exist. Dream flying teaches you that it is possible to feel the fear and still move forward. Often what prevents us from growing is the fear of the unknown, of change. Dreaming challenges you to face these feelings head-on. When you allow yourself to fly, even with insecurity present, you are showing the universe that you are ready for transformation. You are telling yourself that, despite the uncertainties, you trust in your ability to get through this phase. This courage, this willingness to keep flying even when fear strikes, is what generates the most profound transformations. Every time you dream that you are in the air, you are facing an aspect of your life that needs to change. The fear of falling, of failing, of getting hurt, are reflections of the worries we carry in our daily lives. But in the dream, by continuing to fly, you prove to yourself that these fears don't have the power to stop you. They may exist, but they don't define who you are or how far you can go. And this lesson in courage, which you experience in the dream, has the power to be reflected directly in your waking life. Little by little, you begin to realize that you can face your fears, that they don't have to paralyze you. Transformation begins when you accept that fear is part of the journey, but that it is not the end of the road. When you trust yourself, even in the face of uncertainty, you discover that, just like in a dream, there is a greater force supporting you. And it's this trust that opens the door to an even deeper experience. The realization that by flying, you are not only overcoming your fears, but also accessing dimensions that go beyond physical reality. Dreaming of flying is often more than just a symbolic representation of freedom and courage. For the chosen ones, the act of flying can be a very real experience of spiritual expansion, connected to something that goes beyond the dream, astral journeys. When you find yourself flying, your soul may be exploring higher dimensions, breaking the limits of the physical body, and venturing into realities that go beyond material comprehension. Astral travel is a phenomenon in which the spirit temporarily detaches itself from the physical body and is able to travel through different planes of existence. These experiences are commonly described as sensations of lightness, of rapid and fluid movement, very similar to what we feel when we dream we are flying. If you've ever had the impression that your dream seemed too real, or even wondered if you were really flying somewhere, it's quite possible that you've experienced astral travel. The chosen ones, in particular, tend to have these experiences more often. This is because their soul is more connected to subtle levels of consciousness, and the universe allows them to visit these spaces as part of their learning journey. When you fly in your dreams, you may be visiting spiritual dimensions, where you receive guidance, healing, or even wisdom to bring back to the physical world. These journeys are a form of preparation for the challenges and opportunities to come, and they connect you directly with the essence of your higher self. During these moments, you may come across unfamiliar landscapes, figures you've never seen before, or even feel the presence of spirit guides. These presences may be subtle, but they are there to support you, to show you that you are not alone on this journey. Flying, in this context, is not just an uplifting experience. It's a chance to access information and teachings that will help you move forward in your life mission. Often, you may not even remember all the details when you wake up, but the feeling of having experienced something significant remains, almost like a distant memory that insists on staying. What's more, these astral journeys that take place during flight dreams are an opportunity for healing. By moving to other dimensions, your soul may be resolving issues that have not yet manifested in your waking life, clearing accumulated energies or blockages that you may not even know exist. This is especially important for the chosen ones, who tend to carry a lot of energy not only from themselves but also from the people around them. During astral flight, your soul finds the space it needs to free itself of these burdens, restoring its energetic balance. And as you go through these experiences, you begin to realize that flight is not just an escape, but a journey with purpose. It connects you with parts of yourself that are still revealing themselves, and with realities that are beyond the physical plane. Each time you fly, you are preparing for new phases of your spiritual journey, absorbing the knowledge and wisdom that only the higher dimensions can offer you. But to access these dimensions, you first need to interpret the signs that are coming to you. Now that you understand the spiritual depth of flight dreams and the possible connections with astral travel, it's time to take a closer look. Every detail of this type of dream contains a specific message, a truth that the universe is trying to reveal to you. The elements present in your dream, from the height of the flight to the surrounding scenery, bring powerful insights into what is happening in your spiritual and emotional life. But how can we interpret these signs? First, think about the height of flight. If you see yourself flying very high, almost touching the clouds, this can symbolize that you are in a moment of spiritual elevation. You are detaching yourself from earthly concerns and accessing a broader perspective on your life and its purpose. Flying high indicates that your soul is in tune with higher energies, and you are ready to integrate deep wisdom into your journey. However, if the flight is low, close to the ground, this may reflect that you are still working on more material issues, seeking to resolve situations that keep you more stuck in everyday reality. The level of control during the flight is also extremely revealing. If you feel that you are in command, flying with confidence and lightness, this suggests that you are taking control of your life and your spiritual choices. It's a sign that you're clear about where you're going and what you want to achieve. But if your flight is uncontrolled, or you find it difficult to stay in the air, this could indicate that you are going through a time of uncertainty or instability in your life. Perhaps there are fears or doubts that are preventing you from moving forward with confidence. In these cases, the universe is showing you that, in order to regain balance, you need to look inwards, face these blockages, and trust your process more. Another important aspect to consider is your surroundings. Where are you flying? If it's a clear, cloudless sky, this usually points to a moment of clarity and peace in your life, where energies are flowing harmoniously. But if there are storms, dark clouds, or obstacles in the way, these elements reflect the challenges you are facing, whether external or internal. This type of dream may be alerting you to areas of your life that need attention, indicating that there are turbulences to overcome before you can fly in peace. The feelings during the flight also say a lot. If you feel free, light, and happy while flying, it's a sign that you're in tune with the flow of life, allowing things to happen naturally. But if there is fear, anxiety, or even the sensation of falling, this reflects your inner fears. Perhaps you are hesitant to follow your true path or unsure about the changes to come. The dream is inviting you to confront these emotions, to look head-on at the fears that prevent you from breaking free completely. All these details combined form a mosaic, a coded message that the universe is sending you. By paying attention to each nuance, you begin to understand what needs to be worked on and which aspects of your life are calling out for transformation. Flight dreams are a gift, a spiritual mirror that reflects your inner journey in a clear yet symbolic way. And as you begin to decipher these signs, you also realize that flight is not just a dream experience. It is a preparation, an invitation for you to use this knowledge in your waking life, promoting real and profound changes. Now that you can interpret the signs and details of your flight dreams, It's time to bring this knowledge into your daily life. These dreams are not just messages or fleeting experiences. They have the potential to catalyze a deep awakening in you. The key is to integrate what you experienced in the dream into your process of spiritual evolution, using these experiences as a guide for personal transformation. The first step towards this integration is full awareness. When you wake up from a flight dream, take a moment to reflect on it. Write down what you saw, what you felt, and the impressions that remained. Dreams often reveal patterns of behavior or thoughts that, in our waking state, are difficult to identify. These moments of flight show us clearly where we are limiting ourselves or where we need to break free. The more you open yourself up to this understanding, the easier it will be to apply the lessons of the dream in your daily life. Flying in dreams is a reminder that you can be free. But for that to happen, you need to let go of what is holding you back. The practice of letting go, whether of fears, old thought patterns, or situations that no longer serve your purpose, is fundamental to continuing your upliftment process. The dreams of flight come to show you that this freedom is within your reach, but it is up to you to make the choices necessary to achieve it. By bringing this mentality of liberation into your daily life, you will begin to notice a lightness in your attitudes, in your decisions, and in the way you face challenges. In addition, these dreams teach you about trust in the flow of life. Just as in a dream you are supported by the air, in real life you can trust the universe to support you on your journey. We are often afraid to move forward because we don't know what lies ahead. Dream flying shows you that when you let go and trust, you can flow with life, even if you don't have all the answers. By practicing this trust, you allow yourself to open new doors, explore different paths, and grow without fear of the unknown. Another fundamental point is meditation and inner silence. The more you practice silence and presence, the easier it will be for you to access and apply the lessons of flight dreams. Meditation helps you tune into the lightness that flight represents and get in touch with the subtlest levels of your own soul. Through meditation, you can access deep insights, clear energy blockages, and strengthen the connection with your spiritual essence, allowing the freedom you feel in your dreams to manifest in your conscious life too. Finally, dream flying reminds you that your spiritual journey is continuous. Each dream, each experience of flight, is a stage in this awakening. By accepting this truth and applying what you have learned, you will see profound changes in your life, a sense of expansion, peace, and alignment with your greater purpose. The universe will always guide you, and these dreams are just one of the ways it shows you the way. All you have to do is fly with confidence, not just in your dreams, but in every step of your life. And so the cycle is completed. The flight, which began as a nocturnal experience, now becomes part of your conscious awakening. Every time you dream of flying, remember that you are being guided, and that the freedom, courage, and confidence you felt there can, and should, be brought into your reality. This is the true journey of the chosen ones. As you move forward on your spiritual journey, remember, flight dreams are more than just fleeting images in your mind. They are deep calls, invitations to let go of everything that holds you back and embrace the lightness of your true essence. Each flight, each sensation of freedom, is a reminder that you are unlimited, that the universe is by your side, supporting each step you take towards your awakening. Now, I invite you to take this freedom into your own hands. Allow yourself to trust the process, let go of what limits you, and fly with confidence. And just as flight has transformed you, share this message with those who need to hear it. Leave a comment, share your experiences, and if this journey resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and like the video to continue this exchange of energy. Together, we can continue to raise our vibration and inspire more people to awaken. Deep gratitude for being here, and see you on our next flight.